Your first home will probably not be your dream home, and that's okay. Today, I want to talk about something that can take a lot of pressure off first-time homebuyers. You do not have to have the perfect home. You need to find the right home for this season of your life. And those are two very different things. Hi, I'm Corinne Stanton with Silvercreek Realty Group, and I help first-time homebuyers understand the process so they can make clear decisions without feeling pressured. So let's talk about the idea of the perfect first home. A lot of first-time homebuyers start with a process with a picture in their mind. They want the perfect location, the perfect kitchen, the perfect yard, layout, price, the perfect condition. I understand that buying a home is a big deal. It's emotional, it's expensive, and of course, you want it to feel right. But here's what I want you to know. Most homes come with trade-offs in every price range, especially your first home. One house might have the location you love, but the kitchen needs updating. Another one might have the kitchen you love, but the yard is smaller than you want. Another one might have the space you need, but it's a little further out. Another one might be in great condition, but the payment is higher than your comfort zone. That is normal. That does not mean something's wrong. That means you are making a real life decision. And real life decisions almost always come with trade-offs. The problem is, if you're looking for perfect, you can get stuck. You can spend months looking. You can second guess everything. You can compare every home to a house that may not even exist in your price range, your timeline, or your preferred location. And eventually the process starts to feel frustrating. That's why I like to shift the question. Instead of asking, is this my dream home? Ask, does this home help me take the next right step? That's a much better question, because your first home may not be your forever home. It may be the home that gives you stability. It may be the home that gets you out of renting. It may be the home that helps you build equity. It may be the home that gives you more space, or the one that gives you a yard, a garage, a home office, or just a place that finally feels like yours. That matters. And it doesn't have to be perfect to be a good decision. Now, I do not want to hear this is just settling. That's not what this is. There's a big difference between settling and getting clear. Settling means you're ignoring what matters to you. Getting clear means you know what matters most, and you are willing to be more flexible on the things that are less important. That is where the search gets easier. I like to help buyers separate what they really want into three categories: must have, nice to have, and deal breakers. You must haves are the things that really need to be there for the home to work for you. Maybe you need 3 bedrooms. Maybe you need to stay with a certain payment. Maybe you need to be close to work, school, or family. Maybe you need a yard for your pets. Maybe you need a main level bedroom. Those are important. Your nice to haves are the things that you would love, but you could live without if the rest of the house made sense. Maybe that's updated countertops, a bigger pantry, a certain style of flooring, a covered patio, a 3-car garage. Those things are great, but they may not be the reason to say no to an otherwise good home. And then you have your deal breakers. These are things that truly just do not work for your life. Maybe the payment's just too high. Maybe the commute, too far. Maybe the layout does not work. How about the home that needs more repairs than you're comfortable taking on? Or the neighborhood or location is just not right for you. Knowing your deal breakers is just as important as knowing your wish list, because when those categories are clear, you stop reacting emotionally to every house. You start looking at homes through the lenses of your actual goals, and that's when the process becomes calmer. Here's another thing I want first-time homebuyers to know. The online search can make everything feel more confusing. Photos are designed to look good. Some homes look amazing online and feel totally different in person. Other homes do not photograph well, but feel much better once you walk through them. So try not to make every decision from your phone. Your phone is a starting point. It is not the whole picture. When we walk through homes, we are not just looking at pretty finishes. We're looking at how the home lives. How does the layout make sense? Does the payment fit? Does the location work for you? What condition is it in? Would you need to do things right away? What could wait? Does it support the life that you are trying to build? Those are better questions than, is it perfect? Because perfect can keep you stuck. Clear can keep you moving forward. And that is really the goal. No rush, not to force it, not to talk yourself into something that doesn't feel right, but to get clear enough that when the right opportunity shows up, you can recognize it. A ready buyer does not need a perfect house. A ready buyer knows what already matters most. They understand their comfort zone. They understand the trade-offs. And they have someone helping them that sorts through this process step by step. And if you've watched all 5 of these first-time homebuyer videos, you know you have a good foundation. You understand the process. You understand that pre-approval is only one piece of readiness. You know how to think about your payment, your timing, and your bandwidth. You know what happens after your offer gets accepted. And now you know why finding the right first home is not about finding the perfect home. The next step is making it personal. Because your situation is different from everyone else's. Your budget is different, your timeline is different, your comfort zone, that's different, goals. So now it's time to take what you have learned and apply it in your life. Send me a message, or honestly, just give me a call. Let's talk about where you're at and what you're thinking and what your next move might be. There's no pressure in the conversation. You do not have to be ready to buy tomorrow. We can simply look at your goals, timeline, questions, and start getting a plan together. I'm Corinne Stanton with Silvercreek Realty Group, and if buying your first home is even on your mind, I would be happy to help you understand the next steps. Message me, call me. I will be happy to send you a worksheet that went over everything we just did in the last 5 videos. Have a great day and happy house hunting.